After an alarming response to a question asked by Kay Adams yesterday morning, Adam Schefter came out that afternoon and confirmed what many of us suspected. Davante Adams has officially requested a trade out of Las Vegas. Now, we'll see if a deal actually gets done. The writing did seem on the wall last year, but nothing ever came of it. But now Adams is making it known he wants out. And again, it all started yesterday with that interview where he was asked, "A lot of people seem to think you've played your last down as a Raider. What do you think of that?" Here's what Davante had to say.
You may never play another down as a Raider. What would you say to that?
All I can control is this talk we're having right here, and then after we're done with this, all I can control is the next thing that I'm on to. So,
and I mean, that's not something you want to hear from anyone on your team, let alone your all-star wide receiver. And an hour later, after the interview, a tweet came out basically saying how the Raiders are warming to the idea of trading Adams. And now the big tweet from Schefter, putting all the puzzle pieces together, it's time for a breakup in Vegas. Also, move the team back to Oakland. Vegas Raiders, it's just not right. But we have a 31-year-old Davante Adams. What are you trading for? Well, at age 31, though his birthday is in December, he's a Christmas Eve baby, Adams has still got the goods and showed off the last 2 years that he doesn't need an elite QB like Rodgers to perform at an extremely high level, though I think most people knew that. And just last year with Jimmy G and Aiden O'Connell throwing the ball, he caught over 100 catches for over 1,100 yards and 8 touchdowns. And the year before that with Carr, he caught another 100 balls for 1,500 yards and 14 TDs. The dude's not washed at all, and he hasn't shown any serious signs of slowing down or, knocks on wood, picked up any major injuries, though obviously he is dealing with a hammy injury. The man has a great game, which I think will age quite well as he runs some of the crispiest routes in the NFL and has absolute glue for hands. So despite his absolutely geriatric age, he's only 9 months younger than me, by the way, the biggest thing holding up a trade will be his contract. He's still due about $13 million this year, which is not too bad, but next year his contract balloons to a whopping 35.5 sheets, then 36.5 the next year. That's a $70 million investment with a player who will be 34 by the end of the contract. However, if you're a team willing to go all in, or already are, and have the cap to add one more piece, you may be able to get your hands on the best player available before the trade deadline. So let's jump in the rumor mill and take it for a spin. Now, I've seen people say KC needs to pick up the phone and get this man. They just lost Rashee Rice. They've already lost Hollywood Brown. And like, I get the need, but I don't think there's a way in hell the Raiders send their division rival Patty Mahomes a new BFF to destroy them with for 3 years. Al Davis would literally rise out of the ground and punch someone in the throat if that happens. A spot I like, which I think makes more sense for the Raiders, could be San Fran. I wonder if they could swap the recently paid and underperforming to start the season Brandon Ayuk. Rumors are the Raiders want draft picks, but maybe they're open to something else. A 1-for-1 where San Fran gets the better player right now in their win now era under contract for 2 more years. Will the Raiders continue to get younger while getting a top wide out option in return to grow with their younger team for the next 4 years? I mean, who says no? Other possible landing destinations I've seen are the Saints, sending him back to hang out with Derek Carr, or Washington to team up with Scary Terry and Jaden Daniels. That could be spicy. They have a ton of cap room over the next 2 years too. That's not a problem. Or maybe even the Buffalo Bills. Do they want another top dog wide receiver after trading Diggs? Maybe they'll try to pair him with Josh Allen. That does kind of go against with what Josh has recently said about having a wide receiver core sort of all ready to take whatever role needed, whether in the spotlight or not. But what do you think of this Davante news? Do you think he's finally getting traded this year? And if so, where does he go? Let us know your thoughts down below. If you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like. And if you want more content, there's a new basketball, football, and hockey video on screen right now. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.